So that is just gonna be it. I may have bought a few trucks, guys. Just a few of them, you know? This is like busier than New York City. This is absolutely mad. Alright guys, hello and welcome back to yet another episode on the Transport Fever 2 campaign with me, Spacefish. Today, starting out on the 6th mission of the first campaign chapter, which will bring this to an end. So I think afterwards what will pretty much happen is we'll proceed into more modern times pretty much. But for the time being, 6th episode of this campaign then, which will be in Baghdad. Interesting. Okay.
Powers of Europe are in the process of divvying up the last fragments of the world map among themselves. At long last, the German Empire wants a place where it can bask in the limelight too. It sees its chance along the Bosporus, where temperamental Sultan Abdul Hamid II rules over a vast territory. Time for the Germans to secure the biggest infrastructure project in all of Asia Minor.
Okay, interesting. So, apparently we're basically the Germans, now in Baghdad, and trying to get an infrastructure project going. So really interested to see how that's going to play out. Does look like sort of a deserty map again then, just like we used to it from Mexico. But with that said, guys, as always, I'll place a quick cut right here, and I'll be right back when this loading screen is done for.
The legendary Orient. The kingdom of 1,001 maps. Where milk and honey flow. The Baghdad Railway is the key to the Orient. It will give the German Empire access to valuable resources. The railroad project is going to be financed by Deutsche Bank, a German bank. You're supposed to make sure that nothing fishy goes on site. A railroad from Baghdad to Istanbul, brought into being via sound German engineering skill. A bold venture. As long as the project doesn't make a profit, the Sultan has offered to offset any losses with his tax revenues. Needless to say, one is only too glad to help local agriculture increase its earnings. Make sure that grain production develops beneficially. At the same time, it guarantees funding for the Baghdad Railway.
All right.
Thanks to your logistics
Well.
support, food production is soon going to gain momentum.
Deliver food. So, firstly, there we are now in Baghdad. Look at that, just like some landmarks. I have come to being used to like everything being sort of similar, even though I'm actually not sure I've seen cars in my free play yet, so maybe we're actually slowly surpassing my free play mode in time. But I love that there's always like some landmarks at least put into these places. Obviously, sorry for that one, obviously it doesn't really fit in very well with the rest of the buildings, does it? It's a very European setting generally still, but like a huge mosque in the middle of it. So, not really like I would imagine to myself Baghdad in 1904, but well, at least there is a mosque, right? Anyway, so thanks to your logistics support, food production is soon going to gain momentum. Deliver food to the surrounding city so that the food factory expands. Okay, let's check this out. So we've got Adana, we've got Aleppo here, which Aleppo is Syria, isn't it? Where's... What? Interesting. Interesting. Okay. Maybe I'm like totally out of date on geography, but I thought Baghdad was like in Iraq, right? And that, well, Aleppo, I'm pretty sure, is like a Syrian city, right? Heard a lot of that from like, you know, the Syrian civil war and everything. So, okay. Don't quote me on that. Maybe I'm totally wrong there, but I'm kind of like confused with like the whole Baghdad thing right now, and well, I mean, kind of a lot of other things too. I mean, maybe Aleppo's somewhat close, but I'm still, well, whatever. Anyway, so deliver food to the surrounding city so that the food factory expands. Now, where's the food factory even at? Western Desert Tribe. Interesting. Western Oil Well. Here, this is the food factory, isn't it? So this is kind of where we start then. So, okay. What? I thought I was from Germany. Apparently not. Okay.
Sir David Lindsay,
okay.
countryman's English travelling companion, has caught the dreaded Aleppo evil. A horrible sore is running riot on his already sizable nose.
Mm-hmm.
A desert
okay. One of these weird tasks then. Yeah, right. Okay, cool. Bye. So, what I think we'll focus on for the time being is actually producing some food. So, we've got these farms right here, and we've already got some roads up and running. So, I think we'll pretty much just start connecting everything using... well, I think at this time of the century, probably already trucks. Let's see about that. And just some, like, depots and all that good stuff. Now, we will have truck stations everywhere, I think, because we will have to pick up goods from this food processing plant as well. So, no real reason to just have delivery stops going there. I'll also put one of them up right here, and then probably, like, connect the streets in between here real quick, just to make sure that the ways are going to be a bit shorter there than, like... I don't know, they don't have to go all the way around here, right? So that does make a lot of sense to me, I think. Interesting. Huh. Okay, cool. That is good then. So, 3 truck stops. Now, let's check out what vehicles we have first. Do we? Yes! Look at that. I mean, it's not really too modern of a truck, but we have our first truck, so I think that's pretty cool. I think we should use it. We do alternatively have horses, which are lower on emissions, but honestly, we're moving this stuff across the country, so I wouldn't say we really care too much, and I wouldn't say we really care too much about general growth either, because it's just campaign mode, not free play mode after all, right? So I think that's pretty good. Let us get a few of these DMG can stats. It's a Daimler Motor Company truck, by the way. That's something I'm noticing just now for the very first time. I was not actually quite aware. Didn't see that on our own campaign mission. But I'm just going to literally get 20. I mean, I would usually say that's a bit much, honestly. If I was now playing in free play mode, I would probably just make it 5 and 5 for a start. But, well, I mean, honestly, right here, right now, I think that's pretty fine. We've got another 75 mil. So in these campaign modes, in this campaign mode, rather, as you guys may be used to it from me by now, is I really just kind of focus on well, on getting things done as quickly as possible. And with all that spare money we usually have, this is mostly kind of the ideal way to go, just kind of overbuilding on everything a bit, if that makes any sense. So here are our 2 lines, and let me take 10 of these trucks right here, just like that. Assign them to the first corn line, take the others, assign them to the second one, and there we go. Cool. Let's check them out. Let's see them driving out here, and there's actually cars moving across countryside roads, which is interesting, I have to say, because in like my own these things look so funky too, I love it. But like in my own little playthrough in free play, right, that's actually not a thing that usually happens. I also love how they just totally are like, road rules, who cares, right? I guess it's not really like a main street, and they kind of still think they have the right of way, which isn't really that way, but you know. Okay. Anyways, interesting to see these cars moving across countryside roads. In free play mode, I have not yet had that happen. But as I said there, I'm not even quite sure that people are moving in cars there yet, or if they're still moving with horse carriages. And if it is the latter, maybe that is then the reason that they're not moving that far. I'm really not quite sure. But here go all the trucks pretty much just waiting for production, and that's probably going to take a bit of time. So let's maybe try and harvest these snakeweed bushes if I can find... out where they are. Altitude between 220 and 300 meters. It's probably something where we'll have to check out the contour lines potentially. Yeah, so major contour. I don't even know. How do I now see that? Ah, height at mouse cursor. Okay. So between 220 and... So like somewhere... No, even that's not high enough. Let's check it out. Where's like a high enough spot for that? Ah, right here. Okay. Let's check this place out then. Can we find something right here? Collect 3. I don't even know what these bushes look like though. That's kind of an issue, right? It's like a few bushes right here, but it doesn't seem that's like anything we're looking for. The altitude should be good. I'm just really not sure what kind of plant we're looking for right now. Let me stay in this contour lines thing. So we're at... Oh wait, no, we're too high right here actually. Somewhat like this, 220, 230? Oh, that's too low. That's kind of the height that we would want here. It doesn't seem I can do anything with this. Like... How does this even work again? Like, seriously, I hate these. I gotta say, guys, right? I don't know what you guys think about these campaign side missions, but I don't like it. It's so weird. There's just no real structure to it. No real clue of what do I actually do here. And all these mountains seem to be too low. So it's kind of right somewhere around here-ish. Must be the case, or like here-ish. But like, what's this, by the way? That looks so weird, doesn't it? Is that just some weirdly rendered parts of the map, or does that, like, say, some intention behind that? I don't know. But one way or another, I mean, like, seriously, this is so annoying. Like, I wouldn't know how to collect these bushes, what they look like, and why I even need to do that. So I think let's say whatever. Let's just ignore that mission, as always, because like that's just way too annoying. And I forgot about something, by the way. But yeah, I really don't get these missions sometimes. Like, it's, for me personally, I think it makes no sense whatsoever. I don't know what your guys' take on that is, but yeah. As I said, not really for me. So I will now plunk down a few of these stations right here, because I totally forgot that I actually have to deliver this stuff as well. Gonna get another like 10 here right now, and then let me start actually getting some food delivery lines going. And that's totally wrong. God, placed the wrong thing. Let me redo that. I need an unload stop right here. And I would need an unload stop right here as well. Not one of those. Passenger stops, that makes no sense whatsoever. Okay, so there we go then. Now back to line creation. This seems to still be working, but I'll just re-add that just to make sure. So this is going to be food delivery. I've got no clue what that city was named, so I'm just going to name it 1 and 2, I think. So that's 1. And then we'll need another one, which will be food delivery 2. Cool. Okay, and then I will just need to assign all these trucks right here to those food delivery lines. 10 to that one. I'll just get another 10 for the other one. So buy and assign. Cool. Let's speed time up for a second, because this is going to take a minute for stuff to even start delivering, I think. Yeah. So that is just going to be it. Hmm. I may have bought a few trucks, guys. Just a few of them, you know? This is like busier than New York City. This is absolutely mad. Look at that. Nothing is moving anymore. There's just too many trucks on the road. Look at that. That's crazy. That is absolutely crazy. Okay. I may have slightly overdone it, right? I just, slightly, considerably, you know? It's like the first modern day, it's the first modern day traffic jam in like Baghdad, 1904, in the middle of the desert. Just because somebody bought 40 trucks to deliver some food. No clue who that somebody is, by the way, but, you know, he slightly overdid it, I think. Okay, well, so, hoping that traffic jam's eventually going to clear up. It's also obviously slightly keeping trucks from actually delivering food, so that's not really a good part either, is it? But okay, that's going to do its thing. I'm going to, I don't know, while we're at triple speed, maybe we can try again to find this stuff. Even though I'm kind of super annoyed by it, but if we can't find it here, I'm like, I've got no clue. I mean, I would, like, you would think that something like this, at least the bushes would be somewhat distinct, so, like, you could know which ones to pick, right? But there's nothing making them distinct. There's no markers, no special looks, nothing. Nothing at all. It just all looks alike, and I've got no clue what I will actually need here. So, I don't really know. Maybe I can check this side of the hills as well. Just try and see if I can find something over here, but it really doesn't look like it. So, yeah, okay. I'm not gonna bother with that anymore, I don't think. So, let me check this out again. Is the traffic's, yeah, okay, the jam's kind of cleared up, so that's good to see. Food's also slowly but surely getting picked up. That's always nice. And, hopefully that will push our level slowly but surely. I think this is potentially going to take a few minutes, so I think let me place a quick cut here, guys, and once we approach the second level, I'll be right back with you. Alright guys, and back we are, and level 2 is just, well, a microsecond away, I think. We are really pushing this, and there we go already. Cool. Okay, so
mountains block the way to Aleppo like the jagged back of some primeval monster. But you've overcome every obstacle so far. Many things will be needed to conquer this compact but rugged mountain range. Best thing would be to hire enough people on both sides of the mountains.
Okay. Build railway lines to bring workers from Konya to Eregli and Aleppo to Adana. Ah, I see. So, that should be pretty doable. We will need 2 new, well no, 4 new train stations actually. So, let's get some passenger terminus stations over here at the very ends, I think. Where's like the more residential areas? Somewhat over here, isn't it? Can I squeeze this in right here? If I make it 120 meters maybe. Yeah, that will work. I think that's good. That will ensure that there's some passengers in reach of that already from the very start. So that will hopefully be very nice for us. I will then, I think, squeeze the other one in right here. Just like that. And then we will need some tracks. And that's going to be the first passenger line right there. Perfect. Does that work for speed? It does work for speed. Is it connected as well? It is. Cool. So that's going to be our first passenger line. And the other one that we need is from Aleppo to Adana. So let me build a passenger terminus again over here. Somewhat close to the residential area again, preferably. So I'll just remove a building right here, I think. Just like that. And should I actually not made this one a terminus? But we can always fix that later on, hopefully, with the modularity. I will now... I mean, I would like to kind of... Wait, there is a station right here. Wait, was there a station over there as well? Apparently not. Okay, cool. So, this is a cargo station though. And it's kind of not anywhere close to a residential area, but there's train going across there. So if I was gonna build another one, I would like to have it up here then, I guess. Let's see if we can't do it somewhat like this, maybe. I mean, this is kind of a hard one to even route the train. Let me route the tracks first, I think. Just to kind of see. Oh wait, what do you mean? Okay, there we go. But yeah, I just kind of want to see where this track is gonna end up, so I can kind of get a feeling of what is and what is not going to work. I think we should have it right here, and then if there is going to be a train track right here, we'll just build another train station, honestly. Let's do that then. So, buildings, we will need another... I'll just make it a terminus then, honestly, because over here we'll need another one way or another. So, terminus then. Just removing a few buildings, because why not? There we go. That's at least somewhat in the city center. Issue being that it's not really too close to most of the residential buildings, but at least it's not too far away either. And everything's still working out for speeds, so that's absolutely great. Let me now build a train depot. Just like somewhere out there. Doesn't really matter too much right now. Build a little train track right there and do the same over here. On the other side, preferably somewhat like that. Cool. So, that's going to be our two new train depots right there. Now we'll just need some lines, and then we'll need to buy actual trains. So let me get the lines going first. I don't know why this is so big out all of a sudden. It's literally blocking half the screen. Don't really know what's up with that. But there we go. So, passenger line. I'll just call it west and east, I think. I'm not really sure if it is west and east, but it's kind of just my map orientation right now. And, no, it just facilitates it a bit for me, because I'm not going to remember all these different city names, I don't think. Well, maybe except, like, Aleppo, but, you know. Other than that, probably not as much. So, I'll just name this the passenger line eastern. And there we go. Cool. Now the only thing we'll need, as I said before, is going to be trains. So let's take care of that. Let's see what we actually have. This is a new one. I don't even know that locomotive yet. So, it's kind of a spoiler to the free play session, isn't it? But okay. We'll get that thing then. Up to 100 kilometers an hour, which is actually incredibly fast. At least compared to, like, all the locomotives I'm used to. So that's pretty cool. Passenger car for the Sultan. A passenger car custom made for the Sultan. That's pretty cool. And that's up to 100 kilometers an hour, so I think we just want to pick that, even though we're not going to be transporting the Sultan. It's like, oh well, I mean, that one works too. Let's maybe keep this thing for the Sultan, right? Maybe we can use that for like a special occasion later on. So I'm just going to make this like over 100 capacity, even though it's probably too much. I would just rather over than underdo this, if that makes any sense. So, there goes the first one. Let's check this one out here real quick. Wait. I need to check our new train out. Look at that. This thing looks so cool, though. That's like a proper locomotive, isn't it? And there's all the passenger cars just coming right with it. Doesn't really look very luxurious at all. It's literally just wooden benches in there, so, that's interesting. Just very minimalistic, I suppose. But let's get the other train going as well. And then... Yeah, okay, so the connecting is done. Cool. And then move some more passengers with that locomotive too. And then we can hopefully have this mission goal completed as well. So let's check that out. We want to bring them from the outer city to the inner one, so well, for both trains. I mean, I can maybe turn this one around real quick, honestly, because like our goal is from the left to the right here, so it's just gonna save us a bit of time on that goal. Right, this train has already like been all the way to Dana anyway, so That was a bit too late there on my part, but look at this speed these things are going at. That's super nice. Gonna save us a lot of time, hopefully. Just steaming straight through the city into Aleppo, into that like super European train station. Well, actually maybe not too European. Looks more of a, I don't even know. I mean, the Europeans did their European stations look like that? I'm not really 100% sure, I have to say. But here we go. One train. Oh, the other train is already delivered, and now this one is going to deliver too. Boing. There we go. Perfect. Cool.
Access
So.
to the Mediterranean would prove to be extremely useful. A branch line already runs from the port town of Mersin to Adana. It would be advisable
this one here.
to buy it up. Instead of begging for credit from your superiors, you might as well purchase it all by yourself. That will certainly make an impression
Okay.
back home.
But Mersin to Adana.
Camp on the other side of the Taurus at the branch line's last stop.
Okay, so build a headquarters in Adana. That's a pretty easy one, if I can remember how to. There we go. This is actually something I still have to do in free play mode as well. Now that I'm kind of here, I'm just starting to remember that. That's probably something that we should take care of eventually in free play mode. I gotta check that off the list, but here we go. Headquarters in Adana then. And that is checked off the list as well.
Enables you to finance the branch line to the sea using existing funds.
Okay.
Superiors in Germany will
My superiors in Germany, why? I don't even know why I'm like... Okay, interesting though. So we want to deliver 20 silver ore to the headquarters apparently. But I think, guys, that is probably something for us to take care of in the next episode. So I do hope that you guys enjoyed this one. And if you did, please make sure to hit that like button down below. That does always very much help out the channel. And if you're new to the channel, like what you saw and would like to stay around for more, please consider hitting that subscribe button and the bell icon right next to it to stay up to date on all the future upcoming episodes. And with that said, guys, thank you very much for watching, and I hope I'll see you in the next one. Ciao.